Welcome back to Cooking with Samson. Today we are going to be making egg rolls. You ready? Okay. So today we're going to do two different types of egg rolls. We're going to do one that calls for chicken and the other one that calls for beef. And try a couple different kinds. You like egg rolls, right?
Never tried them.
Never had egg rolls? I bet you did. All right, so first, now Samson's a little older. I could have had him do all the chopping and stuff, but it would really lengthen out this process, and a lot of the kids that you might be using won't be able to use knives, so we just went ahead and did it. I'll be spreading this all out, and I've already got it turned up, but like I said, this will take a little while for it to heat. We use 2 cans of bean sprouts, so it's always good when you're doing these videos to ask the child that you're working with what type of a recipe they'd like, and most of the time they've tried your recipes, they know which ones that are their favorites, so they'll go ahead and pick their favorite, and that's where I started with this. Here, Samson chose this, didn't you? What made you choose the video, Sam?
I never tried it.
That's a good reasoning. Now with the bean sprouts, we're going to go ahead and try to remove some of the liquid from it, so we're just going to put this in a strainer and then rinse cold water over it to just get any salt and that kind of stuff off of it. Rinsed out. Now we'll get these poured into a bowl, and then we'll stick it in the refrigerator for a couple hours with cold water in it, and that'll help soak out some of the other salts. And so basically we had put in here 3 tablespoons of oil, and you can use any oil you want. You heat it up, put your chicken in, and now we're just turning it over and over until you have no pink left. You want it all to be white. Doing a good job. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and we're going to add a tablespoon, which is one of these, of soy sauce. Okay, you gotta wait. Like that. Oh, no, you're fine. You're giving up on holding it. Okay. Rice wine, and I looked all over. I could not find rice wine for anything, but you can also do like a white wine or a sherry, and that works well too. You're gonna pour this level again, a little bit more, just a little bit. Oh, you're fine. Oh, there you go.
It's going down the top.
It is, and you just want to spread this around. So now we're going to do half a teaspoon of sugar. You want it level. Yep. Oh, hold on, not full yet. Yeah, kind of go like this here and tip your bag just slightly. Okay. There you go. That's pretty good. Okay. And just sprinkle it all over. That's okay. When you stir it now with the white wine and the soy sauce, it'll mix all that sugar in, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's take this big chunk out and just eat it. It's good right now. It's picking up at the start, and I can easily make a meal out of
Now we're
this.
going to go ahead and add in your mushrooms.
Oh no, I forgot there's mushrooms in here.
Yep, that's 2 mushrooms. And once again, if you don't have this, many times I've skipped it, and it tastes great with it or without it. So always grab yours. There you go.
I don't like mushrooms.
You don't taste them in there, I promise.
I don't.
They taste amazing.
I know, but I like black trumpets better than anything.
Oh. Yeah, that happens.
I want black trumpets. I wish I went mushroom hunting and got some black trumpets. For this. Black trumpets are better than this.
So we're just waiting until our mushrooms cook down a little bit. 2 of these. We've got this. Just do it over the dish just in case. Just in case we have a little oops. Little oops, not big oops. You gotta do it slowly. And it's starting to make little popping sounds. So now we have our 4 cups of pre-diced celery. And like I said, you want to cut up and dice a lot of your stuff ahead of time when you're working with any age group, because it just makes it so much easier.
Celery?
That's celery. You'd never guess celery was in this, so. Celery and scallions or green onion, if you don't.
Onion?
It's green onion, or you can use scallions. They're very mild.
I'm growing these.
Are you? Me too. I've got some over there growing. Go ahead and knock those out. All right. Now we're just going to slowly stir it.
They taste good raw.
Now at this point is where you put your green peppers in if you want it. I am not a big fan of the green peppers in my egg rolls, so I don't put mine. You like green peppers? No?
I like salt.
Like that. And now sprinkle. Now you'll do 2 of those. Okay, level it. Okay, there. Now sprinkle.
You're not letting yet. I'm not.
You taste everything. It's not cooked yet. Go ahead and move them all in.
I tried to clean it off for some reason. You know why I tried to keep it raw? You want to see how it
Well,
progresses.
that's how you become a good chef too, is by tasting. I don't personally taste them before I put them in,
I want to see how that.
but it is good to know how each one tastes individually before you add all the other stuff too, huh? So go ahead and add our chicken mushroom mixture back in. Pour it in,
Ah,
and then hold it up. Get it? And put this in. And this is just your cornstarch mixture. And 2.
it looks like lemonade. Just very dark. Dang.
Okay. There we go. Oops. We're back to the soy sauce because now we've got this one done. We are going to go ahead, and if you don't, like I said on this chicken one, if you didn't like the sprouts, you can go ahead and add in one of the small bags, not this big, but a small bag, about half of this, of the cabbage, and use more of the recipe with the sauce of this one, and just put the chicken in. So we are going to go ahead and add soy sauce. 2. Keep it over the bowl. Oh, you're scared. There we go. 1.
And
2. Just cornstarch. And kind of like we did before, remember with the last time it was the pineapple juice and cornstarch? This one here calls for
a floating island and soy sauce. Oh, looks like chocolate.
yeah, this will be a little easier. Use a fork and
As for
now this one here is one of my favorites. I prefer the soy sauce with the cornstarch as my basics, even if I'm doing the chicken. I will be more apt to use the coleslaw instead of the bean sprouts, and I use this instead of the pineapple, but both are delicious. So. 1 clove is a little over 2 teaspoons.
Smell it from here.
That's where we want it. Oh, it's Samson, your turn.
No.
Okay, we got about 2.5.
But once it starts cooking, but it's raw, does not feel good at all.
So you want to brown this for about 30 seconds, and then we'll go on to our next one. We're basically going to add either your chopped up beef or chopped up pork. In this case, we're mixing it up with a little bit of diced up elk.
We're gonna do the exact same
Just
thing.
remember, this is all hot, so you can't touch.
Now we're just gonna do the exact same thing all over again. Turn brown that fast.
Okay, now we're going to add in, and it says about a cup. I really like my cabbage, so I usually just do 2 handfuls or a small bag.
Oh, it smells like sugar. Like it smells like chocolate, but it also smells like salads with meat.
I smell garlic. Pour it all around a minute. All right. Oops. So now this here I should have put in, we had a little oopsie, it should have been put in with our soy sauce and cornstarch mixture, but we didn't catch it, did we? It's actually really good, molasses. It's good for you too. Okay, we're gonna do 1 cup of sugar. Now this is for our sweet and sour. If you don't like sweet and sour, don't do this part.
That's ketchup?
Yep. Didn't know
I
that.
want lava ketchup.
Let's go. Into it.
Okay, I'll do this part.
A little bit at a time. Tap it a little bit. Okay. Like this. Let me see.
That sounds so weird. Wait, oh no. I feel like that's all more.
Okay, let's look. So now when you're doing this, you want to get down at eye level and look. So come up. Is it right at half? Look at you.
Wow, how did
I mean, it was like right out of here, so I'm just going to do just a hair back. That was really good there.
a hair.
Now let's put it down again at eye level. There. In this part with the liquids, it makes it really nice to have the spout here, so if they do overpour and you get too much in, you can always pour the excess back. Whoa. Perfect. Okay, we've got it, our rice in the bowl measured out. We're going to add water, and it's going to make a milky water, and we're going to pour that off to get any pesticides or anything off of it, get some of the starches out of it, so it'll be a better rice. There you go.
Zero shells.
Good job. Like this. And you can pour it in. Like that. Or you can take it like this and scoop.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I'm doing. There you go. Yep. Okay, now you want to get a fork or whatever and stir it. Break it all up. You want it well combined because that's what we're going to use. That's going to be our glue to glue these together. One. They're very thin. See that in there? So you take about a spoonful. You don't need a whole lot. If you get too much, it won't stick. So you kind of go like this, like this, and you're rolling it. And then at the end, you wet, just like an envelope, when you're sealing an envelope to mail it, you wet it with the egg water mixture. And then it's ta-da! This. Kind of fold it in as you need to.
And shake it.
No, this one, little spoon. You don't need a big one. That'd be way too much going. That's good. Right in the center. Yep. And go ahead and roll it. Opposite corner? No. Yep, there you go. Okay, yep, now seal your edges. Perfect. Basically, we have our little vegetables here. And our pot has a couple inches of water. And
Are you
then
done?
I've got a double broiler here.
Are you done?
Hold on 1 second. Get this started.
Oh, you have to put it in the
I
oven.
just pour the whole bag in,
Put it in the oven.
and we'll put the lid on. And the water's already heating up, and then just give it a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and put these in the basket, and I'll go ahead and do that so it's not near it. As you can see, I'll go ahead and drop them down in the hot grease. And we'll wait till they're golden brown. See you next time. Bye.